What's up, Retake fam? We're here with our weekly interview, and don't be confused, it's not actually Dokkaebi. We have the ever wonderful North American League host, Jacki Jing, in her Dokkaebi cosplay. What inspired the outfit today, Jacki?
Oh, I mean, I threw it together at the last second. This is her new skin, kind of. Too, but you can't really see it. But yeah, what do you think? Who are you dressed up as?
I think it looks pretty good. I know you've done cosplay before. You did the regular Dokkaebi outfit at the Six Invitational earlier this year.
I did an Ella, I did a Havana, I did kind of a pseudo Ying. Someone in chat was like lighting me up and was like, our host looks like Ying. And I was like, all right, I put the little headset on and did like her little head tilt. But yes, I love all the operators. They're great. They're awesome. Dokkaebi's my girl though.
And it's a good look. Though,
Thank you.
For people that want that, you can purchase her elite skin, of course, in the game right now, and you too can look in game like Jacki Jing. Now, you've never really done desk hosting before. How was it transitioning into a desk hosting role, and your perspective going from the stage to the desk?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're gonna ask me that? Okay. You know me, I'm an open book and I'm super honest. I was super nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, I care so much about the Rainbow Six community. This is a huge role. I don't want to let them down. Actually, Parker, you know, I called you and I was like, dude, oh my God, I'm scared. Like, I don't want to let anybody down. But I'm so blessed because you and our team were 100% behind me and they were like, you can do this, you can do this. So I studied, and was just super excited once it started to get rolling. And I've gotten a lot of guidance from you. I've gotten a lot of guidance from Veli and the Face It team, and I love it. You know, when you're stage hosting, I love stage hosting. I mean, like, when you're in that arena and you just like see all those eyes on you and they're like my family, you know what I mean? So it's like, I just like love all of them. And it's just like the best, warmest feeling ever. And I also love doing interviews. Like, I love chatting with the players. I love chatting with the coaches. But desk hosting was kind of this like a whole different ball game. It was like, you know, I really had to know the teams, the players, statistics, patterns of teams, patterns of players. And I needed to be able to have good chemistry with Jesse and with Veli. And they're both dope. I mean, like, do I need to really even say anything else about Jesse or Veli? Veli, I just think, has like amazing personality. And, you know, real talk, like, USM was like my first esports job and I was so nervous about it. And I remember I studied like 9 hours with Spencer from Siege GG, and then I got to USN and I was like, Veli, like, I want to study with you more, like, can I study with you? And he spent hours with me, like, at USN. Like, we would get, actually, you walked in on some of our study sessions, you know, like, and Veli really like took my hand. He's like one of my best friends in the esports world, and super grateful to him. And then Jesse is just brilliant. You know, we call him Big Brain. Like, it's just like crazy, the numbers and statistics he pulls out. And I don't know, just some of the like theories and things that he's talking to Veli and I about behind the scenes. Like, I'm just like in awe of him. So obviously, like, a huge blessing to become desk host and to work with like these two awesome individuals. And obviously my cast, I love you, Parker, and I love Stokes and Kicks and Blue. They're all great. So yeah, desk hosting was definitely different and new for me, but I think that like my team was behind my back, which was awesome. And I think the R6 community was like super supportive and kind and good to me, like they always are. So it was a little nervous. I was a little nervous at first, but now I'm really excited about it and I can't wait to do more of it. Yes.
Do you have a specific hosting philosophy, all of that said? Because, I mean, you've got a couple of challenges, right? It's not the stage, there's no live audience, everything is being done online. How did you approach tackling this job, given the fact that you're gonna be doing it online, miles away from your co-analysts and your colleagues?
When it comes to hosting advice, I always tell people, you got to be yourself. You got to be genuine. I mean, I'm Jacki. I'm like talk a lot. I get like a little anxious and like nervous, and I trip over myself a lot. But like I just like I show people like that's me, you know, and I'm super excited, and like I like use my hands a lot. Apparently I blink a lot. Twitch chat's always saying I blink a lot, but
you
it's
may
like that's
you may
me.
blink
like,
every now and then.
Okay, I'm a blinker. I'm sorry. That's why I'm wearing my shades right now. But yeah, I was just like, okay, like I can't try to be anyone else. Like I just have to like show them that like this is Jacki. Like I'm a huge fan. Like I'm working hard for them, and like you just have to be genuine, you know. And I think that that's why everybody loves the R6 talent so much, is because like all of us are just like, hey, like we're just unapologetically ourselves, and we're all very different and very weird. But awesome. So I love all of us. But yeah, my biggest advice is just to be genuine. And another thing too is like, I'm not one of those hosts who can like just go out there and wing it and be cool. Like, you know, there's hosts out there who just like cool, like they're just innately cool and bad A, you know, like they can just like go out there and just like kill it. They don't need to study. They don't need to take notes. Like, you know, I was a TV news reporter for roughly 10 years. So I study, I do research, I'm like constantly like trying to perfect things and just making sure that I know my beep, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't want to let the people at home down, you know what I mean? So I really am a huge proponent of like being yourself, being genuine, but like also doing your research, doing your homework. Like you can't skip on that. Like people are going to see through that as well. So
the one thing that the Rainbow Six community has always been very passionate about is discussing online talent. When you started in your role, did you receive any constructive criticism, feedback, good or bad, from the community? And if so, how did you approach that, given that, as you pointed out, you were relatively new to esports, given USN was your maiden voyage?
Okay, can I tell you a great story?
You may.
Okay, so I remember, you know, USM was my first gig, and I got a lot of warnings. Like people were like, hey, like the Rainbow Six community, they are precious about their community. Like you got to know your stuff. Like do not mess up. Like I literally had someone like say that to my face and like scared me, you know? And, but I was like, you know what? Like I'm going to like give it my all, do my best, go like 100%. And like I said, I like studied a ton. And I remember I was on stage and I mixed up, I think like some maps. I think I mixed up 2 maps. Though the graphic had it mixed up, and so I went off with the graphic, but whatever. So I mixed up a couple maps, and Rampy just hardcore called me out in the middle of the stage interview. Like he was just, and I, you know, we love Rampy, he's a sweetie, but he was like, no, that wasn't right. It was this and this. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm on stage right now. This is my first gig. This is like, you know, and all eyes were on me. And I just felt like I just like crumpled up and died. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I remember I went back, you know, to the break room, like behind the stage. And I was just like so defeated. I was just devastated and was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go on my phone and just try to get my mind off of that mistake. Cause I'm a perfectionist, you know, like I was really upset that I made that mistake. And Suzaku tweeted at me and he was like, you're doing a great job, and like don't stop, like don't let that discourage you, and don't stop trying, like please, like you, like it was like so much encouragement. I almost started crying because I was like, I don't know if like he just could sense my energy, that like, you know, I was like really upset about that mistake. But like that was when I knew like this was my home. You know, I was like, okay, like that, like I was devastated by that mistake, because again, like I'm a perfectionist, and here's someone tweeting out publicly like words of encouragement, and then I was just like, okay, like I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna stop like berating myself. I'm gonna stop like beating up on myself about little mistakes. Like we're human, you know what I mean? And like I know that that's a kind of like not like constructive criticism, but Suzaku, like that moment like changed me so much as a host, because I was like, they have my back. They know I'm human, and it's okay to make mistakes. You know what I mean? Like you just got to keep on rolling, because like that had really shook me. And then like Suzaku like had my back, and then of course like all these people started tweeting like vouch and all this stuff, and it kind of like turned into this like cute little, we have an anime crush on each other. But like I will always be very grateful to Suzaku, because you know, like he taught me an important lesson. Like you just gotta like shake it off, you know?
Did you follow him back? Did you follow him back on Twitter, by the way?
Dude, I followed him right after that. I think I follow almost like everybody I possibly can in the R6 community because they're just so sweet and kind and awesome.
Did you follow
So,
as many
like,
people as
I
Veli? I
pretty
think
much
Veli
follow
follows like 8,000 people.
I know, but Veli just he's a lover, you know? Like he's just like, I'll follow you. I'll follow you. He's like Oprah. I'll follow you. You get a follow. You get a follow.
The mini major announced for the fall. Bit sad, but I mean, what were we expecting given the state of the world? Are you expecting anything different in this mini major? Now I know that this is many months out, but if I asked you right now, pick a team that you think is gonna win it, would you go with Dark Zero or would you pick a different team?
Oh my gosh, you're gonna put me on the spot like that.
100%.
Do you want to know who came to my head first?
Yes.
It was OXG.
Go.
I feel like they're a monster that's like kind of like in hibernation, and I'm ready for them to just like wake up and just like tear everyone to shreds. We've seen so much greatness from that team. We've also seen them have some serious weak points, but like when they're on fire, like show me a team that's going to stop them. When they're at the top of their game, like they are frightening. They are scary good. The question is like, are they going to be able to pull that out all the time? But for some reason, when you asked that, OXG was kind of the one that popped in my head. But like, we also can't disregard DZ. I mean, everybody was sleeping on them. Like when you and I went into the last major, like I was like, all right, DZ was at the bottom of the list for me. And then we all saw what they did. And then that finals was just like a little bit cringy, to be honest. Like the how they just dominated and won. So it's like, it's tough. I mean, I guess I would say OXG, but like, man, like DZ is a close second for me. And I don't know, maybe DZ? I don't know, can I pick two?
Nope, only one. You picked OXG already, that's it.
Okay.
You don't get anything more. You picked OXG. It's already locked in, so.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we'll do OXG. OXG, locking it in, done.
Very quick question. World Cup announced.
Okay.
Excited for it. How do you think Team USA is gonna do?
USA, 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 USA!
That's the only answer we need
They're gonna win
there.
it all. What?
I said that's the only answer we need there. It's just you.
Okay, good.
That's it. That's all we needed from you, of course.
Okay,
As a Canadian,
good.
we'll see you in the finals, I'm sure. So, and then of course the last question is.
Boo, Canada. Just kidding. I love my Canadians too, but Team USA is gonna take it all.
Okay. Well, we'll see. You've got OXG and Team USA as your two answers. And you and I have tussled over this last question many, many times. Why do you like anime so much?
Oh my gosh, why do you not like anime so much?
I'm not the one that's being interviewed.
Honestly, if people could hear the behind-the-scenes banter of the U.S. division, like talent, like Kickstar and I are always like talking about like the latest episode of some anime that we're watching, and we're like going back and forth. And then Belly's like, I should watch that. I should watch that. I need to get in on that. And then Parker's like, I'm out. I'm putting you all on mute, and he just like pieces out. So everybody at home, make sure you tweet Parker, tweet at INTERRO, and give him anime recommendations. I want every single one of you to send him an anime recommendation. We're gonna start a Twitter campaign. Woo! There we go. Hashtag INTERRO loves anime.
Nope, not true.
There we go.
You can't will a hashtag
anime.
into existence by lying to
He loves anime. He loves anime.
I do not love
He
anime.
loves anime.
Nope.
We're gonna turn him. We're gonna convert him, everybody. Start that Twitter campaign.
This has been a great interview. It's always nice to share words with you, JJ. I will see you for stage 2 in just a couple days. Any parting words to the people watching before we end the interview?
I love you all so much. I've honestly never felt so, my fan's messing up. I just turned it off. I've never felt so at home with the community. Like I was so nervous when I got my first gig, and I wanted to like do really, really well for y'all. And like, I will always be grateful to like the people who came up to me and like gave me hugs after, and like all the people who like tweeted at me, and like there's just some epic moments where I'm like, man, like you all like make me feel at home, and you all make me so happy, and I love you all so much. So my parting words is just thank you. Like we would really truly be nothing without you. So like thank you for just being wonderful, just being you. And that's my parting words.
You did a great job, JJ. Thanks for joining us. We'll see
I'm gonna
you
go change my shirt.
on stage too. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye. Love you, Parker. Love everybody.